All right, round 3. We've got the choice. We'll play first. This actually works. We get to go Arbor Elf, Square Tribe Elder, getting a black source. We can play the Prowler. But then we still need a fatty, but we're only missing one component, so I am going to keep this hand. We have, what is it, 6? Well, I guess we can do a quick count. We've got like 5, we've got 5 dudes that, if we draw them in the next couple turns, make this hand really good. And that is enough for me. Uh-oh. Soul Ring, huh? Ooh. This is a sexy draw. Alright. Well, may have to deal with counter spells, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Good card. The unfortunate part about Prowler is it's almost assuredly indicative that we are Reanimator. You know what I mean? I don't even have to show him that I'm discarding a creature. It just sort of indicates to him right away that... I mean, that's not necessarily true. Not all players maybe wouldn't pick up on that, but I would say anybody who's done even a moderate amount of cube would know that when I play this Prowler, it means I'm going to be discarding a fatty and then trying to reanimate it. Alright, so let's ditch our Tribe Elder for a swamp. Ooh, Coalition Relic's not bad. Alright, well. That's actually kind of cool. It's my white source, too. It's pretty nice. Alright, well, I guess the plan is Prowler. And then we'll untap a forest, play a relic, and pass. We're actually 1 land away from hard casting Gristlebrand, but it has to be a black source. I really wouldn't mind hard casting Gristlebrand, because then if he counters it, I get to Unburial Rites 1 time, 2 times. It's a lot of opportunities to, ooh, well, that's pretty good against Gristlebrand, but we do still have Acidic Slime. And like I said, if I can hard cast Gristlebrand, well, I guess I will be needing a little bit of help. So we'll discard Gristlebrand now, so we can start the assault with our 3-1. Ooh, it's a nice draw. Well, no reason to res Gristlebrand now if he's got Caracas, so I think we'll just harmonize. Ooh, it's kind of nice. Blue source for our Ancestral, but I've already got that on lockdown. So if I play a land, I'll still only have not quite enough to cast Worm Coil, but I guess we'll attack. See if he discards. He could be able to kill our Arbor Elf with like a Venser, but can't do anything about that. Alright. Play an island and pass. So I guess we're on the cast Wormcoil, Unburial Rites that plan now. Caracas is a good tool against us, unfortunately. We have a lot of legends. But we also have Terastodon, which we can cast. And we also have Acidic Slime to deal with Caracas. So we've got some outs to that, to be sure. We're also beating down with an Inez Prowler. Obviously not super exciting, but something to do nonetheless. And we get to hardcast Wormcoil, which is really good because then Unburial Rites gets a lot better. Also good against the Wrath of God effects that our opponent may or may not have. We also have a Stunted Growth, which, from the looks of it, would be very good in this match. The one place where it's good is Control-y decks, I think. I guess it's also pretty good against, like combo. I could see it being good against combo. Slows down that pretty good. Alright, well, definitely debating his play here. There we go. Are we just going to Wrath? What are we doing? Elspeth. Alright. Well, I guess I can attack Elspeth, but he's tapping out too, so I can get my Gristlebrand out, but then he'll be able to bounce the next turn. Ooh. That is a sexy draw. Alright, well, we're going to go for Terastodon now for sure. So that's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's play a land. We get to play around Daze. We don't get to play around Force, but we do get to play around Daze. Let's tap a Forest and untap it with Arbor Elf. No Force of Will. Very good. So Elspeth's gone. Caracas is gone. And I guess we blow up one of our own forests. Could blow up all of his white sources. Could blow up a blue source. Kind of like the idea of blowing up all his white sources. I know it gives him like elephants and stuff, but once Caracas is gone, we're on Gristlebrand plan, and then I think we're in good shape. Usually you don't give him all the elephants, but in this case I'm going to make an exception. He feels pretty control-y, so being able to lock him out of certain plays seems correct. I guess he does get to maybe do some brutal stuff if he can deal with Terastodon. Maybe I should have left the Prowler back. Without White Source, though, he can't Oblivion Ring. Black Source. Well, wasn't exactly anticipating that. We could take upwards of 12 damage this turn, though. Alright, well, pretty good play for him. We're going to take a massive amount of damage here. But I think Wormcoil is going to be the safest. So what Wormcoil is going to let me do is... Like, I could get the Gristlebrand back, but if he has an answer to that, I'm pretty much dead. I forgot to use Coalition Relic. That's okay. Let's play Could have had 9 mana. It still wouldn't have been enough to do everything. Can't really reanimate, so I guess we just Worm Coil and pass. No. He has the... Well, that sucks. Alright, I guess we're gonna die. That sucks. Well, some bad things had to happen in a sequence of events in order for us to lose this, but the bad things may have just happened. Keeping him off white I thought was important, but he follows up with a swamp black play, so that was completely unguessable of that happening. I don't know what we're exactly going to be able to do now, though. That was about as bad as it gets, I think. So I guess we have to chump an elephant. If I block this elephant, then we take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go to 1, which means we're going to die to Bone Shredder next turn, which means I have to res Gristlebrand. And then I think we still die. I gain 7. Next, okay. I gain 7, block an elephant. I go to 1, so I'm going to take 6. Yeah, I actually still die, believe it or not. Wow. Alright, well, I guess we lose. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess it was a greedy play, but once again, I must remind you that he did play a swamp and then a black spell after an entire game of doing neither, so I don't know what to say. That's some pretty bad circumstances there. Guess we still lose. I don't care about showing him spells, whatever. See if he's got more counters. Yeah, so that sucks. Pretty unhappy all around with that. So, trying to get him off white, and then he plays black and kills my one guy. So, what a bummer. And then we would have lost anyway, but at least we got to see one more card. That sucks. Not happy at all about that. I guess we play Stunted Growth, which hurts his deck. Eureka seems dangerous. Duress seems good. And Stunted Growth does seem good. So that means I could ditch. I don't like the Iona as much anymore, because what am I naming? I can't name white or black. Because I feel like if I name black, he gets to board wipe. If I name white, he gets to bone shredder. So Iona seems like crap in this matchup. And natural order still seems fine. No idea what to cut. Absolutely no idea what to cut. Worst card in the deck. Let's figure it out. Worst card in the deck. Worst card in the deck. Worst card in the deck. Maybe Arbor Elf. Alright, I'm going to cut one of my rampers. Alright, play first. And guess we have a Wall of Roots and a natural order, so we can keep this. We have no black source, but we do have an Animate Dead, so if we can find a way to ditch these guys or play them somehow, should be okay. Yeah, it's a pretty good turn one, but we don't have all legends, just a lot of legends. That was I think the worst draw we could have had. I'm trying to think if I can't quite think of a worse draw than Griselbrand there. There might have been, but I just can't think of it. Since not only does have Caracas, thereby making this unable to give us value, but yeah. All right, well, our opponent's going off pretty good. I'm starting to rapidly lose confidence here, but we'll see. If we get any mana source off the top, we can natural order and get Terastodon and blow up Caracas again, I guess. All right, well, let's do it. Not playing around days. All right, well, we can do Terastodon again. This is going to let us blow this up. And then a blue source, I think. And then we'll blow up our forest. So lets him play a swamp into Bone Shredder again, but this time it's not the end of the world since we can block an elephant. All right. Well, there's a black source, so Animate Dead at some point could be good. All right. Can't do anything about that, so I guess we'll pass. That seems pretty awful for us. With Strip Mine. Yeah, all right, well, I guess that's game. If you can ever deal with Terastodon, we're going to be in real bad shape. I shouldn't have played the Llanowar Waste. That was a huge mistake. The reason to not play the Llanowar Waste is now I can just strip mine it away, which is terrible for us. But if I didn't do that and he had an answer to Terastodon, we could bring it back and blow up Crucible. So it was just a really, really idiotic, horrible play on my part. All right, so I guess we just draw a bunch of cards, not play anything anymore. We're going to lose everything. I don't know what to do. What do I do? I don't know. I guess we lose to Crucible Strip Mine. Pretty embarrassing lock. Yeah, Stunted Growth. There you go. There's a good one. All right. Well, Our horrible track record in Cube seems to continue here. What a bummer. Our deck seemed unfair too. Ancestral. Why not? What else does it do? Allows me to discard. Problem is it doesn't allow me to do anything else. Oh, and he's got the counterspell, the add insult to injury. All right, let's just concede. I can't win. Can't beat the strip mine. All right, well, that sucked. We did terrible. Yeah, we did terrible. We don't get many points. I don't net anything out of this. It's pretty bad. Wish it'd gone better, but it didn't. Went poorly, and we lost. I like the deck, but did not perform well. Hopefully the next one performs better. We'll see you then.